Качество пипец. Лё, привет. Слушай, я сейчас подключилась. Можешь, пожалуйста, тоже подключиться уже и посмотреть, какое качество изображения и звука, потому что изображение тут вообще, конечно, пипец. Вот. Ну и звук мне хочется проверить. Подключись сейчас, пожалуйста. Раз, раз, раз. Ну, непонятно, кто здесь. Блин.
Ничего, вроде такой чуть
Понятно. Ты меня слышишь? Лё, если слышишь меня, напиши, пожалуйста, в чат, ладно? Алло, алло, прием, 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 меня слышно? Лё, напиши, пожалуйста, в чат или сюда, меня слышно вообще? Размыто, блин. Может, попробовать. Так получше? Нет, не знаю. Прием, прием, прием. Меня слышно? Алло, алло, алло. Лё, меня слышно? Ты меня слышишь? Hey, Tarek. I'm just checking sound. Tarek, can you please type in the chat if you can hear me? Okay, cool. But the quality of picture is not really good, right? I mean, I can stream only from my laptop. Anyway, I see people are joining already, but I cannot see who. Okay, guys, whoever. Okay, fantastic. Okay, guys, whoever is joining, please type in so that I knew who is here, to whom I'm talking to. All right, so we have 1 more minute, 1 more minute waiting. So let's wait. In the meantime, how are you doing? This is so cool, actually. I'm live on YouTube, yo. But honestly, I'm so not satisfied with the quality of this image. Cool, Tarek. All right, 1 more minute. Let's wait, guys. Or shall I start? Not wait. Okay, it's 1:30. Fine, I'm starting. All right, guys. So here we are. Here I am starting my first ever live streaming on YouTube. Please don't judge me too strict, as this is my ever first live streaming. So hopefully it will go fine. So for I see for now it's only 2 people. So for me, no need to introduce myself. These are the people who know me well. So first of all, I would like to explain a little bit about my channel and like why I suddenly changed its name, its title, and actually I totally changed the concept of my channel. So in the beginning, my channel was supposed to be only for men, and its title was what a woman wants. Why I decided to do that? Here in Dubai, in the UAE, there is a big problem of men understanding women because of the culture. Actually, Arab and Asian cultures, men and women of Arab and Asian cultures are brought up in a way that they are kept separately from each other all the time. That's why they don't have chance to really know each other, to really understand each other's needs, thoughts, behavior, expectations. So this creates a gap in understanding. And when I started dating guys from Asian or Arab cultures, I realized this. And that was not only my experience, but experience of my friends as well. So I decided that I should be the one who will be educating men about women, about their thoughts, wishes, desires, behaviors, expectations, and I started doing that. But in the process, I was approached by a lot of people who actually suggested that I must speak not only about relationships, but also about mindfulness, positive thinking, and how to improve life in general. Well, actually, that was a good idea because I am a life coach and motivational speaker, and I'm really interested in how mind works, how it affects people's lives, and that's why I have to share my knowledge about how you can improve your life. That's why I decided to go a little bit more general on mindfulness and positive thinking. And what is the better way to start as live streaming? So I renamed my channel. Now it's called Drive for Life. And I hope I will be helping you guys to stay driven for life. Now, coming back to the subject of our today's conversation, as you know, I will be talking about limiting beliefs and how they affect your life, and how you can overcome your limiting beliefs to start living the life you want. So let's start from the very beginning, guys. Let's start from the basics. However, you might know about conscious and subconscious mind. Yes, Tarek. Thanks. However, you might know about subconscious and conscious mind. I will cover these basics now in the beginning, in the context of our today's conversation, for you to be a little bit more clear about these things. So our mind is actually functioning in 2 ways. There are 2 kind of functions of our mind, conscious and subconscious. So if you imagine an iceberg, then conscious mind is just a tip of that iceberg, while subconscious mind is that huge chunk of iceberg body which is kept hidden under the water. This is how subconscious mind is huge as compared to our conscious mind. So what is the function of conscious mind? Um, consciousness is actually equal to awareness. So conscious mind takes care of everything which is in our awareness. Conscious mind is our thoughts in the current moment, our bodily sensations, our planning, goal setting, our fantasies. So everything we do in our present moment and we are aware of. On the other hand, conscious mind is something related to logical thinking. Plus, conscious mind can be used to think about our past and about our future. Conscious mind can operate with abstract concepts such as, for example, love or happiness. These are abstract concepts and they are very different for each and every person. When it comes to subconscious mind, its only function is to store and retrieve data. In other words, subconscious mind is responsible for our automated, I would say, functioning. All our habitual thoughts and actions belong to subconscious mind. For example, without subconscious mind, you would have to every time recall how to breathe or how to brush your teeth or how to drive or to relate the sound outside your window with birds singing. Yes, Tarek. Unconscious mind is kind of autopilot. You got it right. So yes, like Tarek mentioned here, subconscious mind is kind of autopilot, and without it, it would be very difficult for us. Our conscious mind would be so overwhelmed with everything what is going on around us, just trying to process all the huge bulks of information which is surrounding us and which is coming through our senses each and every moment. Subconscious mind doesn't let you get overwhelmed with this because it already knows, for example, that if you touch hot surface, you will be hurt. So you don't need to every time recall this. Or where is a light switch in your room? So you see, subconscious mind is really helpful when it comes to keep your life easier. It makes your life much easier. So now, subconscious mind, from its name itself, you can understand that subconscious mind is below your consciousness. It is subdued. So whatever is happening in your subconscious mind, you are not aware of it. All right. So what is like how subconscious mind is formed? From it is mainly formed in our childhood. From the moment we are born till approximately 6 to 7 years old, we are gathering all the information from the world and we are storing it in our subconscious mind to retrieve it later, to use it later. Because you all know, guys, that when a baby is born, it's like a blank sheet, a blank page. This baby knows nothing. This baby doesn't know how to walk, how to smile. This baby doesn't know anything. And with time, as this baby's parents or caregivers teach him or program him to to understand what is happening around him. This information is stored in his subconscious mind. So how it is formed, coming back to this subject, how subconscious mind is formed by programming from your parents or caregivers or your community, from your own experience. Yeah, mainly like this. And unfortunately, when you are a kid, you cannot control this at all. Like you take everything as a truth. Whatever is given to you as a piece of information, you take it as a truth. For example, your parents are very cautious people, and they don't like you to play with other kids. So your parents tell you, no, you don't go play with these kids. They are bad. They are from a not very decent family. So you better stay home and play yourself. So with time, they keep repeating this information, and this is how. Oh, Natasha, hi, you joined. And this is how, so they keep repeating this information, and this is how it is getting stored in your subconscious mind, and then it is retrieved whenever it is needed to be used. So with this example, with the kids, your parents program you to be cautious as well, and not trust people easily, and like take like think twice before approaching people. So in the end, you grow up to be a kind of reserved person, not very social. Yeah, like this. So this is one of the examples. I will give you more examples in the course of our conversation. So coming to beliefs, I would like to first of all clarify for you guys what a belief is, because what I found out from some of my friends, from people around, that some of you don't really understand what a belief is, and very often you guys get confused, and you confuse belief with religious belief. No, guys, belief is not only a religious belief. Belief is something you consider to be truth. Something, if I start questioning you, you will start defending it heavily, because you believe 100% with all the cells of your body that this is truth. Like such truths, like, for example, if your gender is a man, and you 100% believe that you are a man, and suddenly I start telling you that you're a woman, of course you will start defending, because 100%, 1000% you believe that you are a man. But this is a very, like, very simplistic example. However, I would like you just guys to understand what a belief is. So belief is just a truth which is ultimate for you, which is undoubtful, which you believe 100, 1000%. And so these beliefs are formed in each and every area of your life. Whatever you can think of, you have beliefs about it. This is beliefs about you, beliefs about you as a person, beliefs about family, beliefs about relationships, about money, about health, about friends, about animals, about anything. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts, of beliefs which you hold, and which actually create your life. They rule your life. So there are two types of beliefs. One type of belief is supporting belief, the belief which is good for you, which helps you create your life in the way you want. And another type of belief is limiting belief, which is holding you back from everything you want in life. So in today's video, I'm not going to talk about supporting beliefs, or maybe I will cover it just a little bit, just for you to, to relate. But I will focus mainly on your limiting beliefs. Why is it important to understand which beliefs of yours are limiting? Like I mentioned earlier, these beliefs are rotating, they keep rotating in your subconscious mind without you even knowing about it, and they keep creating your life the way you don't want. I will give you a couple of examples of limiting beliefs so you could really understand what I'm talking about here. I decided to give you examples of some common limiting beliefs, which I guess everybody can relate to. One of very common limiting beliefs is this: to earn money, you have to work hard. Right? If you think about it, you're like, no, I don't believe it. I mean, it's not that I think of. Okay, but look at your life. Do you work hard to earn money, or you're just sitting on your couch and money are coming to you, just like flowing to you with no effort? If it's the second, then yes, it's not your limiting belief. But if it's the first, then yep. Bad news is this is your limiting belief. You believe that to earn money, you have to work hard. Actually, if you enjoy this, if you enjoy working hard to earn money, then it's absolutely fine. Then it is not your limiting belief, it is your supporting belief. But in case you would like to earn money in a more easy way and it's not happening for you, you have to work hard all the time, you stay at work long hours, and you make so much effort, and you feel not appreciated and exhausted and burnt out, and still you're earning just not so much money or even much money, then yes, this is a limiting belief for you. So there are so many limiting beliefs that make our life, I would say, a little bit miserable. And unfortunately, society keeps focusing on those beliefs, and even keeps pestering those beliefs, such as, for example, like for me, for me personally, I will give you one very private example of a limiting belief. I personally believe that I there are guys which are not worthy of me, so I don't want to date those guys, but I keep dating those guys who I believe are not worthy of me, because the guys who I want, I believe that I am not worthy of those guys. So you see, I am stuck in the middle, and I cannot progress with my relationships because of this limiting belief which is holding me. These guys are not worthy of me, but I am not worthy of other guys who I want. So I'm not moving in any of these directions. All right. There are a lot of limiting beliefs related to our appearances. So society keeps telling us how we must look to be accepted by other people, to be liked by other people. For example, you have to have only this hair, or only this shape of your lips or nose or whatever, or you have to be slim to be liked by other people, or you have to go to gym. So these are all limiting beliefs. This is something which makes you feel bad about yourself if you don't have it, while in fact this is absolutely not true. All right. So I tried giving you some examples of limiting beliefs, guys, and this is up to you. Will you believe or no if you have some limiting beliefs in your stored in your subconscious mind? So now, once you understood a little bit about what limiting beliefs are, we will go to practical part. I will tell you how you can detect the beliefs that you have and what to do with those to to improve your life, to start living the life that you want, your dream life. There is one very easy way to understand what limiting beliefs you have in which area. For example, there is one easy way. You take your life, you split it into areas. Yes, Wasim. Yes, exactly. This is, but if you believe this and you enjoy living by this belief, then it's fine. However, if you don't enjoy living by this belief, then you have to change it. All right. So, sorry guys, need to drink some water. All right. So you split your life into areas so that you could you could focus on each area more easily, because if you take your life as a bulk, it will be a little bit more difficult for your mind, to start digging into it to understand if you like your life or no. So you split your life into few like broad areas. I would suggest splitting it into the main sectors, such as money, career, health, family, personal relationships, and recreation life or hobbies. Plus, you can add to these areas any of the areas you would like to add. For example, for me, is very important. One of the very important areas is self growth. So I concentrate a lot of self growth or spiritual life, or finding out something new for myself to do. Anyway, so you guys split your life into these areas and look into each area. Try to give it a score, 1 to 10. How much are you satisfied with this area? For example, let's take career. Right, career is a very common area. Everybody has career almost, and they think a lot about this. So you take your career, and for example, you give it a 6. Right, so you're satisfied with your career to a degree of 6. And then you start thinking, okay, fine. So what's happening in my career that makes me feel not so satisfied with it? Like, do I even, and you start asking yourself questions like, do I even like what I do? If I like it, maybe, for example, if you are an architect and you like what you do, but you feel like, for example, not appreciated at work, or your work hours are too long, or you feel exhausted at work, or you don't feel like you apply all of your effort or all your creative powers at work. So you have to really dig deeper into this area, dig deeper into your mind, into your emotions, trying to understand what makes you feel not so good about your career. If you're fine with what you do, but you're not fine with the way you do it, with the way it is happening for you, then you have to find, okay, we will talk about that later. So if you're fine with what you do, but you're not fine with the way you do it, then you think about the ways you do it. Another situation, and a totally other situation, is when you totally don't like what you do. I mean, the career you have now is not something you want to proceed with. Then you must think about changing your career, maybe totally, maybe a little bit. For example, you work in the office now, and you hate working in the office, so you want to be like a freelancer, or all these things. You have to really sit with yourself and think about what you are not happy with your career. Same will apply to all the other all the other areas of your life. All right. So once you find out what is going wrong in this area of your life, you have to dig even deeper at that stage, trying to find out what you think, what you really think about these mishaps in your life. So let's talk again about career, since I started started talking about it, since I took this example. So for example, you found out that you are happy with what you do, but you would like to you don't feel appreciated at work. So why don't you feel, I mean, then you have to ask yourself a question: do I want to feel appreciated? Then of course the answer will be yes, I want to feel appreciated. Why I want to feel appreciated? How it will make me feel? What will it give me? And what is holding me back from feeling appreciated? You know, so all these questions you have to ask yourself and answer to these questions in an honest way. Because guys, you know, one of the most difficult things is to be honest with yourself. You know, we hold ourselves from from unpleasant feelings, from unpleasant emotions by, you know, not lying to ourselves. I wouldn't say lying, but by, you know, keeping ourselves from the painful truth. So a lot of people don't feel appreciated. Why? Maybe they hold this limiting belief that they don't deserve being appreciated, or yes, Wasim, exactly. Appreciation is a powerful tool for motivation, and a lot of our leaders forget about it. But it's okay. I mean, this is a different subject a little bit: appreciation and motivation. Maybe I will do a separate video on this. Like they deserve to feel appreciated, or they feel I'm not good enough. You know, this underlying limiting belief is a curse for majority of people, at least those people who I know. To this or that extent, for some people it is really strong. This limiting belief is really strong. For some it's somewhere in the middle. For some it's just a light version of feeling I'm not good enough. But all of us hold it to this or that extent. And this belief limits us a lot. When you believe that you are not good enough, then you behave in the way interactions that will keep proving you your truth. Why is this happening? There is such a psychological concept which is called confirmation bias. Does that mean? It means that once you hold a truth, a belief about something, you start looking for evidence to support that belief, to support that truth, totally ignoring everything else which doesn't support that belief. I will give you a very simple example. If you like dogs but you hate cats, um, you will start searching for an evidence that dogs are better than cats. So you will Google why dogs are better than cats. And Google will give you thousands and thousands and thousands of results, of search results, why dogs are better than cats. On the other hand, if you like cats and you hate dogs, and you type in why cats are better than dogs, Google will give you thousands and thousands and thousands of search results saying about giving you evidence why cats are better than dogs. So for both of these people, they will affirm their truth, they will affirm their belief, they will say, aha, see, Google says this, dogs are better than cats, and another guy will say, no, Google says that cats are better than dogs. So both of these people will be right. And this is how our mind works. This is just a very simple example that I gave you, but in fact, this is how our mind works constantly. Even our vision, our eyesight, evolved in a way that it works very selectively, because if our eyesight would catch everything what is happening around us, our brain will explode trying to process all the information. So our eyesight is very, very selective. So where and how our mind works, where we where we focus our eyesight on, there our mind goes, right? Yes, Natasha, I agree. Yes, reciprocation is a very powerful tool. The more you give appreciation, the more you will get it. Exactly. Instead of just waiting for it. Yeah. Okay. So coming back to confirmation bias. Um, so once you formed your beliefs, your eyesight, metaphorically speaking, and your mind, literally speaking, will be going in the direction of your beliefs only. It will keep ignoring all the other possible options of reality. That's how you will keep confirming your beliefs. All right. So let's go back to the practical side on how to change those beliefs. So once you found out what you don't like about your life, about each particular area of your life, you ask yourself some questions, you answer to those questions in a very honest way. Why it's happening to me? What do I think about this? So you made one very important step this way. You achieved one very big result. You already know what you think about this and what are your limiting beliefs. You detected them. This is very, very important. Once you detected them, you have to work with each and every belief separately. But the good news is, once you start working with one belief, it is like a net. It's not like you have to work with it with each and every belief one by one. No, you will work with one belief, it will start changing. It will affect a lot of other smaller beliefs, for example, or beliefs which are interconnected. So you will not have to spend a lot of time and effort changing each and every belief. So you take one belief and you start working on it, trying to change it. The most powerful and the most powerful way to start changing your belief is asking a question. All right, question will undermine the importance of that belief. For example, the most powerful question is again, why? So there is such a technique. It was invented by one guy at Toyota. It is a 5 why process. They use it in Toyota. Originally, they used it to find out what is wrong with their factory processes. For example, they find that there is that something is going wrong at their factory with their processes, and they start checking why it is going on, unless until they find the root. To find the root, they're asking 5 why. If five times why is not enough, you can ask much more, of course. For example, like I gave you this limiting belief, which almost everyone holds: I am not good enough. Then you ask yourself, why? Why am I not good enough? Then your answer will go like, I don't know, I am not too smart, I am not too tall, I am not whatever. Then, for example, if you gave this answer to yourself, I am not too smart, ask yourself, why am I not too smart? What makes me think so? I'm not too smart as compared to whom? So you see, each and every question, each and every answer has to be questioned, because in the end there is no ultimate truth. There is only programming, and you were programmed by your parents, by your society, by humans. They're also humans. Those people who programmed you, they're also not perfect, and the truths, the beliefs that they hold are not ultimate truth. This is just something they believe, something that they've learned from their experience. For example, in one of my meetups, I talked about the beliefs of my grandmother. My grandmother was born and brought up, like her early years she spent in Second World War. And of course, she, as an adult, she was a very tough, very harsh woman. So when she got my mom, when she gave birth to her daughter, my mom, of course, she taught her as per beliefs that she was holding, wartime beliefs. Beliefs such as all people are dangerous, all people are enemies, so you have to behave accordingly. You have to be very cautious. You have not to trust anyone. Beliefs such as life is very hard, life is very harsh, so you have to be very harsh. You should always be cold, never show your emotions because this is dangerous, and so on and so forth. So my grandmother was holding beliefs which were very important, which was very important to have during war times. However, those beliefs which she transferred to my mother were totally irrelevant for her, because my mother never knew war times. She was born and brought up in peaceful times. However, she was sticking to the same limiting beliefs. She believes till now that all people are enemies, that all people have to be treated with caution, that life is hard, that life is unfair, that you have to be cold and never show emotions. So my mom knows only this truth, and you can never, ever, ever, ever change her beliefs about this. She will defend them like crazy because she knows intrinsically that this is truth. This is the only truth she knew, and she will die with that truth. So, what happened to me? When my mom gave birth to me and my brother, what do you think she did? Of course, she transferred the same beliefs to me and to my brother, beliefs of her mother, wartime beliefs. Do you understand what is happening here, guys? That we keep transferring beliefs, the only truth that we know, to our kids, and our kids keep transferring them to their kids. And this is how every generation is not really moving, is not really progressing, is not really evolving, but we keep using limiting beliefs of war times or of ancient times. You know, I don't want to throw stone in anyone, but for me, for example, it's very obvious how, for example, Indians keep sticking to their traditions, which are thousands and thousands years old traditions. I myself don't believe in traditions. Guys, traditions is good, but they keep holding us in the past, in the dark ages. You know, let's create our own traditions, new traditions based on this age, based on the beliefs of this time, not the beliefs of the dark times when people didn't have internet, didn't have fire or whatever. You know, you have to be more open-minded. Anyway, I just illustrated. uh, yes, exactly, Tarek. Yes, yes. A lot of beliefs don't make sense in our times anymore, and they didn't even make sense in those times, you know. But maybe, okay, maybe some of them were really helpful. If my grandmother didn't believe that all people are enemies, she would be killed a long time back, you know. But anyway, so I just wanted to illustrate, to give you an illustration, guys, of how we keep taking on beliefs which don't belong to us, and we make them feel as our truth, and we keep living by that truth. And unfortunately, we don't even know that we live by that truth. So this is what you have to do, guys, at least at this stage of your life. I mean, initially it will be a very huge exercise for you to find out, to detect what your limiting beliefs are, start questioning them, and then in the end you have to decide which beliefs you want to replace them with. Of course, such a belief as I am not good enough can be replaced with a belief I am good enough. But of course, you cannot jump to it straight away. It is very far away from your current belief. And if you will try doing it in one go, it will bounce you back and even more behind than you were before, which will make you feel demotivated. And in the end, you will not change anything. You will stay at the same spot emotionally and mentally. So you have to change your beliefs little by little. You take your current limiting belief, you choose the belief which you want to have, and you go little by little, step by step. It will take time, of course. Just imagine you've been holding this limiting belief for years. This energetic structure was relevant for you, um, was valid for you for many years. You cannot break it in one day, in one go. It will take maybe weeks, maybe few months, but you can do it. You can do it, guys. You can start questioning the belief, and you can start choosing thoughts which will bring you closer and closer to the belief you want to have. Thought by thought, step by step, you will be there, guys. Okay, so I feel already a little bit exhausted. I've been talking for 45 minutes by now, guys, and this is my first ever stream, you know that. So I think I will stop it here. I really hope that you enjoyed, because I did enjoy, guys, and thank you for your comments. They're really precious, they're really valid, very interesting. So I hope this conversation today added value to your life, and you will, guys, please, you will do that. You will start changing your limiting beliefs. So stay tuned, stay subscribed to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.